All right. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone is doing well. We'll let some people get in here. Feels like fall today here in Ohio. I don't know if you can hear the birds are fighting. I have a window open. I hope it's not too loud. Okay, let's go ahead and dig into today's lesson because it's Tuesday. It's 11 o'clock, and that's when I love to show up and teach you about something. So we've been working on this Know Your Numbers series. And as I was going through this series with you guys, I realized that there was this one piece that I wanted to teach that's super simple. So I'm not going to keep you here long today. If you're tuning in and you're like, who is this woman? My name's Brittany Ross. I am a homeschooling mom, a wife, a writer, an artist. I own and operate an e-commerce business with my husband. I'm a certified financial coach, and my internet claim to fame is that I've paid off over $170,000 in debt while living in rural Ohio and not making a huge income, pretty modest. So the reason that we're here today is I just want to share a super simple system that I'm kicking myself that I didn't create this before, but it's how to track those recurring expenses. Some of them are easy to track, like your mortgage and your rent. You know how much it is. But if you've ever been like me and you woke up one morning and there was a surprise waiting for you in your bank account and it wasn't the good kind, and you've had to spend some time on the phone or in the office with a banker asking for overdraft fees to be refunded. Spent a lot of time in my 20s doing that. Then this system's for you. So let's just go ahead and dig into it, okay? I'm going to build this expense tracker while we talk about it. So let me share my screen. All right. We're going to go to somewhere. Let me find a Chrome tab. There it is. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so here's what my expense tracker looks like to begin with. You've got two different sections. In section one, you're going to track all of your monthly recurring expenses. And again, these are the ones that you probably don't have as much of a hard time remembering these because these are the ones that are coming out every few weeks. But I've also got a little section to the right for annual expenses because sometimes we sign up for a free trial and then we just forget and it comes out again, right? Okay, so here's how we fill this out. We're going to start with our monthly expenses. I get to talking too fast. So I'm just going to use some of my figures in here. So we just go in and we write mortgage. My mortgage is $1,639 and it comes out on the first of every month. And then we've got like our State Farm insurance, and it is generally $229 and it comes out around the third. And so you're just going to move down the list. We have health insurance, or $966 a month. Oh, I hate paying that bill. Really, guys, I hate that bill. Maybe you have a student loan. I've paid mine off, but a lot of people have them. They love to hang around. So let's say that you've got a student loan. You're going to put that in here. Maybe it comes out on the 4th. And you're going to work your way down through first your fixed expenses. So, things like, if you're paying for YouTube Premium, that is, I believe, $12.86 a month. I should know because for some reason we have it. How about iCloud storage? So, like, I'm paying $2.99 a month twice, I think, because we have two different accounts. So maybe we're doing $5.98. So even though it's like a small amount, I want you to include it in your recurring expenses because sometimes it's those little tiny amounts that can throw us off. But I just want you to get into a habit of having a place where all of this gets recorded. So you move down through your fixed expenses. Let's say that comes out on the 18th. But then you also want to include your variable, and you can just include a note. So like we have electric, and it generally, so maybe you would write here average. It's an average of 200 a month. It generally comes out on the 24th. And you work your way down through. And then at the bottom, you can have a total. So that way you know, well, this is what I spend every month. Above and beyond things like food and entertainment, these are the things that are definitely coming out of my account, whether I like it or not. They're scheduled, they're coming. But then you also have these annual expenses, things like Xbox Live. And then here, you would come over and you would say, well, that renews on, you would put the month and the day. And maybe you even want to make a note of your account, like this comes out on card 0258. So that way, if you need to cancel it, you don't have to go searching for how you paid for it. Or maybe, whatever you want to track there. The notes are there for your purpose. I just like being able to have somewhere to record a couple thoughts. So maybe you've got like your online gym membership, something like Beachbody, or locally we have Grassroots yoga studio, and they have their own online app. So maybe you're paying like, we'll just say $120 a year, and maybe you're like, I've decided I'm not going to use that. So you want to make a little note here that you want to cancel it. Or maybe you make a little note like with Disney, here we'll use Disney Plus. Where's my plus sign? And it is $69.99, and maybe it's not going to renew, like ours renewing in 2022. So you'd want to leave yourself a note there. Maybe you've got something, Amazon Prime. Here we go. There's one that a lot of people have. Amazon Prime, and maybe it's going to renew at the very end of the year, but you've already canceled it, but it's still good, scheduled to cancel. So that's a note that you might leave there. And I told you, super simple, super, super simple. I like keeping things in an online spreadsheet because it does the math for me, and I like working with spreadsheets. You could keep this in a notebook. You could also put reminders in your online calendar. However it works for you, the key here is that you have a place to find this information easily, so that you could easily go through and say, hey, I just lost my job and I need to cut some things from our budget until I find the new job. What can I cut? You don't have to stress as much about finding it all. It's in one place. The reason I don't use online calendar reminders is two reasons. Number one, I have not built the habit yet of going in and checking my online calendar for my reminders every day. So things can kind of fall through the cracks there as I build that habit. But the other reason is I like having everything in one location, because I have a habit of doing my money stuff on Mondays. And so I like to be able to go in and see all of it in one spot, instead of going, well, what is coming out in December? I can easily look here. I can get a total. This is what's been working for me for the past, 5 years. But the key is to not be surprised. Part of feeling confident with your money comes from just knowing what's going to come out of your account and when it's going to happen. It makes you feel like you're more in command. Even though you can be blindsided on any Tuesday afternoon, having everything in one central location puts you in the command seat to make decisions. And that's where the confidence can come from. It's not from a belief that nothing can go wrong or that you're not going to have surprises. The confidence comes from knowing that you're currently in command of your situation, and then you have the resources at your disposal to help you make decisions. So this is how I do it. I would love to know if this has been a problem for you. This was a huge problem for me. I was blindsided constantly by dumb little transactions because I didn't have them recorded in one place. I would forget. I'm a forgetful person. Aren't we all? We're busy. Okay, that is what I have for you today. I told you I was going to keep it super quick and super simple, something that you can get this done today. Just go back through your old statements and find all those recurring expenses. They're all there. So you could just go back and quickly put them in a list. I'll bet you it would take maybe an hour. Maybe an hour. You can do that, right? So this is something quick and easy for you to get done today. If you are coming to this video from anywhere other than Facebook, if you're hanging out with me on YouTube, if you're hanging out with me on Instagram, please head over to the Facebook page. Give me a like, give me a follow, and that way you'll be notified every time that one of these mini classes or even bigger classes come up. And I would love to have you there commenting and sharing your experience while we all figure out this money thing in our lives. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. And as always, if you've got a specific money question, DM me. I'm happy to answer and help out however I can. I love you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful week.